What's up, everybody? I'm excited about this review. It's on the Twisted Messes 24. Oh yeah. So got the black and gold. Been wanting something for my black and gold Snow Wolf. I've had this thing for a long time and I just can't get rid of it. It's black and gold. I like it. I've had a lot of other box mods, but I just never could break myself to getting rid of this thing. It's just always been a good, loyal box. But let's change camera views and we'll check out this Twisted Messes 24 black and gold. Okay, here's the box. Nothing on the outside like some of the other ones. This is an authentic Twisted Messes 24 black and gold. Here it is inside the box. Here is the little screwdriver wrench thing, whatever Allen key head wrench thing that comes with. Let's see if we can get it to zoom in on the writing on it. Maybe not. I guess not. That ain't no biggie. And then you get a little baggie with some gold screws or gold plated screws and some O-rings. Then you have the black and gold Twisted Messes 24. Here is the cap. Here's the top chuff. It unscrews just like most others. Has a SC ring like most Twisted Messes. This is gold plated. And then you got your bottom part. Alright. Now on to the deck. I really like this deck. I got a set of M-Turk style aliens in it. I wish this would... There we go. Which I've been using this RDA for about a week now, and I love it. I love it. Got a set of 4-core, well, like I said, M-Turk style aliens. They're 4-core aliens. I think it's 28 gauge core. But anyways, onto the deck. The star of the show is 24mm RDA. It's fully gold plated 304 stainless steel deck. It's 2 posts, 4 holes, 4 2.9mm post holes. So you got some big holes for some big coils. Gold plated brass contact pin. Then you got your screw there for your negative post. Then you got pink insulator, which you can kind of see down in there. And this is mainly made for dual coils. You got dual airflow, and your airflows are 2mm by 12mm, and it's almost the exact same airflow as the roughneck. If you look at the roughneck here, they're almost the exact same. I think the roughneck is just a little bit wider. It's probably 14mm instead of 12. So just a little comparison there. And that's about it on this. You can get it in stainless steel, but I think the deck on the stainless steel one is stainless steel, and of course all this would. We're going to put some cotton on here, and then we're going to see how she vapes. I wick these. I just want to show you how these coils heat up. Oh yeah. Alright, I guess that's enough of that. Alright, we're back. Forgot to mention, I only used the best cotton bacon version 2 in all my builds. That's the only cotton I use. And I'm gonna rock some blueberry drip treats down to my last bottle. Sad day, but we're gonna use that in here. Pop top, show you a little coil plume. It's at 106 watts. Well, let's turn it on up. It's at 4.23 volts, 128 watts. Let's take a puff. Great flavor at 128 watts. Like, and I tell you, I've got the standard Twisted Mesa squared. Dang. Okay. I've got the standard Twisted Mesa squared that's got this exact same deck. And I think the gold plating, it helps with the flavor. I've heard of that on some other reviewers saying that. And I think I've got to agree with them on that. I don't know how the gold plating helps with the flavor. I don't know if it just don't allow, you know, you can't taste the other metal of the deck. You know, like gold don't give off a flavor like maybe other metals do. But I get fantastic flavor off this. Like I said, I've been using it all week. The same coils in it all week, and it's just been great. You can throw any build you want to in this, and they're actually a little bit cheaper than the standard Twisted Mesa squared. It's a bigger deck. I thought that'd be a little bit more, but I guess on this top cap there's a little, you know, this top piece, it ain't got all that jagged cuts and stuff in it, so maybe it's a little cheaper to make top caps. I don't know. You can get on the Twisted Mesa's website, the Twisted Mesa squared, not the 24 but the squared's like $70. You can get the black and gold on their website for $59.95 or the stainless for $54.95. So good. It's a banging RDA for that price, and it's, you know, for any authentic RDA for under $60, you just can't go wrong with it. Especially something like this. You throw any build at it. It's got gold plated firing pin. Everything, the whole deck is gold. I mean, and if you're doing any kind of builds in it, like if you do Instagram photos for your builds, this deck just shows off builds real nice too. I wish I'd had these coils fresh in here so I could have maybe showed off the color shots off of them, but I just wanted to use it, so put her to the test. Now I do have one con to this RDA. I've never had this issue. I'm a big Twisted Mesas fan. I mean, love them. Love every Twisted. I own almost every Twisted Mesas, and this is the only one that I've had this issue with. One of the center screws in the top post, I like to never got that thing out. Now once I got it out, instead of sitting there messing with that one screw, I grabbed one of the spares, threw it in there, had a little trouble getting it tightened down, but I just tightened it down a little bit, backed it out, tightened it down a little bit, backed it out, and it solved it. So it just might have just been like one of the screws might not have had a flush, you know, cut or something, I don't know. But it solved the issue, and it works great. Let's crank her on up to 150. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. Man. Let's turn it on down, back down to like 120. I still get great flavor off of it, but I like the flavor a little better off about 120. That 4.1 volts seems to work a little better on these M-Turk style aliens. But they just rip. Well, Twisted Messes, I gotta give this 2 thumbs up. I couldn't find anything if they're in collabs with the Comp Vape on these. I don't think they was on the Twisted Messes Squared, and I don't think they are on these. I'm not 100%, so don't hold me to that one. But either way, I like these new style decks, the 2 posts with the 4 holes, because you can, if you want to, you can throw, you know, both your leads in both outside holes on both sides and run 2 really long coils, or if you want to keep them perfectly centered, you can run them in the inside. I run mine just like you do on any other 4-hole RDA, you know, 1 on the outside and 1 on the inside, and 1 on the outside and 1 on the inside. It seems like it works the best for me like that. But I do want to run a set of real long coils in here on like a Noisy Cricket or something, just to, you know, see how big a cloud it'll chuck, I guess. But put a little more juice on here. It's dried it out kind of quick. Definitely a cloud chucking RDA, but depending on the coils you're running, you know, with this gold deck, it's a good flavor chaser too. I mean, it's all in how the cap's designed. You know, even though you got this wide bore chuff cap at the top, it's kind of domed and comes in, so it tapers your vapor inwards. So, you know, that's going to help for flavor too. But I honestly believe that gold deck has a lot to do with, and my build, but that gold deck helps that flavor too. I think what it is, when I say that gold deck helps a lot, I run a lot of hot builds, and maybe on them hot builds where I talk about it mutes the flavor, maybe that's the deck getting hot and you're tasting the deck, and maybe that's what's muting the flavors. But with this on the hot builds, I'm not getting no muted flavor, so maybe that has something to do with it too. But I guess that's going to wrap us up. And this Twisted Messes 24 are out.